Treble, San Antonio's most underrated podcast.
Hey.
I'm Chris. In the building, we got Roy.
Hey, what's up?
We got Johnny.
In the building.
And we got a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's going on, man? My name is Nobody to Life. Actual name Stacey Monroe. Born and raised Houston, Texas. Let's get it.
That's what's up, man. Good morning. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Warmed up.
How was your week? How was everybody's week?
You
warmed up?
He don't want to talk about that. Yeah.
I heard Johnny had a couple of wins today.
No, he has a couple of incompletes.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh, man.
Anyway, we'll get back to it.
Anyway, so we listened to a couple of songs. Well, I listened to a couple of songs of yours. Do you have any albums coming out?
No albums yet. I do have a lot of mixtapes in the working right now. I'm currently working on my first mixtape. It's called Pain Runs Deep. So with that mixtape, I basically just talk about like my past 3 years.
Yeah.
It was like it was a broken relationship that I kept trying to repair over and over and over and over. But eventually it just got to the point, to where it was just like, you got to kind of, cut the ties and, go your own way. So.
Yeah, because I was listening to those 3 songs, and I was telling the fellas, I was like, yeah, I'm going to talk to him about his pain and where that comes from.
No, that's crazy. No, real life though.
Yeah,
right?
that's real.
Yeah.
It definitely translates to your music. So how long have you been rapping?
To be honest, man, since I was a youngin'.
Yeah.
I remember being in 7th grade, being with the homies, making our little first mixtape, and just thinking about the what ifs and the what could be's.
Yeah.
So now years down the line, I see myself still following that same type of trend. So
Okay.
That's what's up.
I like how with your music, I don't know if it's different. Like people from Houston, San Antonio, they don't chase a specific sound.
Not anymore.
Everybody sounds different now, right? Yeah. And that's good that you have like your own independent type sound. You're not chasing like the tipping on fofos type sound.
Oh yeah, nah.
That
shout out to the OGs though.
Yeah,
you gotta shout out to everybody who paved the way. But nah, definitely not trying to follow in anybody's footsteps. I want to definitely make my own legacy, leave my own marks. Definitely that.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're going to get into it. We're going to, throughout the show, ask you some more info, like on your music, personal stuff if you like.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, getting into music, Tory Lanez dropped, how do you pronounce it?
Chicks tapes.
Chicks tape, okay.
Yeah. Chicks tape.
I don't want to pronounce
It's not an S at the end?
it's an X.
Oh, okay.
It's X Johnny.
Chicks tapes.
What y'all think about it?
It was really good. It vibed well. I like that Ashanti was on the cover, my girl.
That was Ashanti.
That was Ashanti. She was on the cover. She made an appearance in the album too. Before I played, I was looking at all the features. I'm like, man, he went 10 years back.
I didn't listen. I didn't look at any of the features. I just listened straight to it.
It was. I like the skits. It vibed well. It went well with the actual content of it.
Yeah.
The only song I didn't like was the Snoop Dogg feature. I didn't think.
Yeah.
I think Snoop Dogg kind of forced his flow on it. I don't like it.
I mean, you had to think about when he was rapping though. That whole aura to put you in that mindset.
I don't know. To me, it just didn't vibe well with everything else.
Yeah, it didn't really feel out of place to me. Everything was good.
But it was good overall. It was a good length also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really like how the features were on the beats of the original artist.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to listen to it?
To be honest with you, no. But I do have one question. I did like that one song, "Watch for Your Soul."
Yeah.
Did that make it to the album?
I didn't hear that one on there.
Nah, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
Who was it?
It's Tory, but he made that. It was like a remix of a Roddy Ricch song.
Okay. I didn't hear that one.
That's that song where Roddy's like, I just lost my dog. Yeah.
No, that one wasn't on there.
Yeah.
That one's not a love song.
Yeah.
That's why he put it on there.
but yeah.
Love song.
Yeah.
I like that one though. Tory did his thing on that one, but I haven't gotten a chance to listen to the album yet.
That's what's up.
It was definitely dope. I think he took it. I'm not familiar with his other Chicks tapes.
Yeah.
Are they all like that? Do they all sample?
Yeah, it's pretty much a sound from a a certain era.
Yeah.
I think he capitalized on the whole nostalgia thing that's going on right now, like with the Disney Plus, and then you got the revivals of like Lion King trilogies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a good time to put that out.
But that's how much they all pretty much are. The only difference is this time is that he actually got the original artist to be featured on it.
It
But
hits
crazy.
harder when it's
right
like
after
now.
that. Right after the first skit, it jumps right into the Jagged Edge song. Like you can't say like the 2000s when it came to R&B, like it wasn't Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
So it was. I'm like nasally right now, but it was like as soon as the album opened up, he was like, oh yeah, okay, I see what you're doing. Like, Trade It All, Jagged Edge. Like,
definitely a head nodder.
Yeah. The only song that disappointed to me was the one with Ludacris. Like when you talk about Snoop Dogg, when you say Snoop Dogg's verse sounded forced, like hearing Luda rap, it was just like
really. I like Luda's verse though. He still got it.
Dude, you know what's crazy? In the chat, we talked about Ludacris, and even Ashanti last week, and they just pop up on
that
here,
was like fresh off of listening to that song. Ludacris is like the best rapper not rapping right now.
Wow.
Like, who's better than Ludacris?
The best rapper not rapping?
Yeah, what's the rapper that's not rapping right now?
Weezy, Lil Wayne.
He still rap though. He's still doing features. He just dropped Carter 5 like last year.
Oh well, see, I ain't tuned in into that one yet. See, I ain't know that.
Like Ludacris is literally like an actor now.
Yeah,
he don't rap anymore.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
He's in all like 18 of the Fast and Furiouses.
Tyrese, all that. They
but yeah,
keep it going.
I would definitely put him up there, like best rapper not rapping.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
That's weird. I have to think like best rapper not rapping.
Yeah,
I have to think like who's not rapping. Like what's considered not rapping.
Yeah, like not putting out features, not putting out like albums, not touring, not doing anything like
Wouldn't
that.
Be Jay-Z? Like
no, Jay-Z did 444 what 2 years ago?
Kanye
still rapping.
Kanye
just dropped.
No, I mean, but it's different.
Like Ludacris literally is an actor. He don't do that no more. Is it food for thought? It's just me. I don't know.
I'm still surprised you said Ludacris over DMX.
The best rapper now.
Absolutely.
Nah, DMX over Ludacris.
Makes you think like bad thoughts. Like,
bruh,
DMX take you to
DMX
jail.
is dope.
Nah, he definitely not lyrical like Ludacris.
Nah, DMX.
Sonically sound, I can listen to Ludacris.
DMX over.
Yeah,
Luda.
And There'll Be Blood, man. And
listen to that. There will be blood. Why would I? No.
Oh, them dogs.
Like,
you gotta bring them dogs out, man.
Waterfalls.
No, DMX dropped
fantasy?
like a 4 album run that can match anybody.
I don't know.
Yeah, he said he's trying to have a good time.
Yeah, go to jail, like damn, like Ciroc, not hard liquor, like damn. But yeah, what would you give the album?
I'll give it a 7.
I was gonna stick with a 7 too.
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Normally,
I gotta tune in.
It's funny that like you gave that album 8. Like you know how you shit on Jacquez for doing Jacquees.
The King. Wait.
Oh, that's cold. Why you gotta do that?
like how you shit on him for doing like the covers, like, and that's kind of what
I shit on him for doing the covers.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of, and Tory sing the same way.
Tory, Tory
sing the same way though. Tory doesn't.
But that's expected off the mixtape series. That's what he does.
Nah,
it's an expectation.
Tory did the same thing with this album. He took.
That's expected.
Did Tory go around taking pictures of like reimagined Michael Jackson videos? Did he do a Chris Brown video? Yo, it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, Chris Brown on there.
There's levels to this.
He's not going through those.
Okay,
like,
let's not act brand new then.
Like, but you gave this album, like, you shitted on Jacquees though.
I said his album was good if somebody else sung it. Like,
to be honest, I don't even listen to him.
So he's not good.
Yeah, I don't listen to him, bro.
Tory sounded good on this.
I would listen to Tory Lanez over Jacquees.
Wow.
Definitely.
Any day.
I would.
Yes.
Truthfully.
Come on, bro.
Really?
Truthfully.
He a hard C all day.
Anyway, but you gave it an 8. I gave it a 7. I was just surprised by that, man.
I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you got Kyle Looks. Did you listen to it?
I did.
What it was No Roof Access. What'd you think of it?
Like when you I think we had a talk the other day about like you were saying that there's not really a difference between R&B and like soul. I was trying to make a point. You're like R&B and soul. No, that's the same thing. It's the same thing. But like this was like not an R&B album. It was a soul album. Like it was more just super chill. Like it wasn't really any like bedroom. But it was just like a
wait, what are you talking?
Like R&B is like, you know what I'm saying? R&B is like love, like, you know what I'm saying? And soul is more like just laid back.
So
like,
is no bedroom,
like
what?
funk, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Funk.
Like, just slow down.
Relax, Chris. Don't beat him up. Go ahead.
Nah, but this was a real chill album, man. I listened to it this morning. You know what I'm saying? It's a good wake up music, but it was kind of flat.
Wake up music.
Like a soda with no carbonation.
Yeah.
Just juice.
It's flat.
I liked it.
It was boring.
I liked it. It was a good little. It was a lot of R&B.
It was good or
drops.
it was boring?
It was boring.
Yeah.
But
we'll take that.
We'll take that.
What'd you think of it, Roy?
It was good. I liked his cadence.
Yeah.
He had an interesting cadence. It wasn't like your traditional cadence, so it went really good with the beats. I liked his beats. He had a lot of like organs and stuff in it.
Yeah.
So,
organs?
Yeah, like the piano, and they had like the organ and the synths.
Organs.
A lot of the instruments in it.
Yeah. Okay.
He thinking about
Okay.
Yeah. So I had a question about this because you said this one was an album and then the other one was a samplet, right?
The Kaash Paige one was a samplet.
So they're like 4 minutes apart. What do we consider a samplet over an album?
I remember talking about that being a samplet.
Yeah, you said this one's an album and the other one's a samplet.
I don't know. I know Kaash Paige was definitely a samplet.
Yeah.
I don't remember how many songs Kyle Lux was.
I went by length.
It was 7.
7?
Yeah.
Was it? It felt longer. Yeah.
I don't know. What'd you give the album?
A 6.
6? Yeah, I give it a 6 too.
I give it a 5.
And what's the name?
It was Kyle Lux. It's No Roof Access.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, it just came out.
Okay, that's
and then the other one was Kaash Paige, which I think of that one.
That was my favorite drop of the
She's
week or favorite listen
She's
of
a
the week.
Houston artist as well.
Hey,
Yeah.
I gotta tune in.
Oh no, she's from Dallas.
Yeah, I was
actually.
finna say,
Yeah,
My bad.
I was like, there's a whole song talking about leaving Dallas.
Yeah.
It's Texas though, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
DTX.
Yeah, nah, H-Town. Here we go.
That one had a lot of replay value for me.
Yeah.
It was like neck and neck with the Tory Lanez one.
Yeah.
Kyle Lucas.
Yeah, it was very good. What'd you think of it?
I really, this was the best one of the week. I thought she recently popped up on Instagram for one of the bonus songs she has on here called Love Songs. Like a lot of people use that on their Instagram stories right now. And I think that's why she's trying to capitalize on that buzz, because she just kind of dropped this one out of nowhere. She really just had 2 singles out at that time. It was Love Songs and Orange Sweater. But she just came out of nowhere with this one. I think she's trying to capitalize. It was a good album, though, man. She makes good music. It's an album. It's not a sampler, man. This is an album. You know what I'm saying?
5 songs?
8. It was 8.
15 minutes?
21, 22.
22. Like, but I really liked it. Like I said, it was definitely the best drop of the week. Had the most replay value. She's from Dallas, Texas. She kind of, you can hear that in her music in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Would you rate it?
I get this a 9.
Yeah. It didn't have no skips for me.
None.
So I give it.
skips. Yeah.
I don't know why I wouldn't give it a 10. I give it a 10. It's a good album.
Then
I give it an 8.
Yeah.
that artist need to keep pushing with that same energy. Then
I give it a 10.
yeah, that's where I'm pushing to be.
Yeah.
Hoping for no skips. You can't skip now song, man. You got to listen to everyone.
Yeah. What was your best one off of there?
I don't remember song titles.
Okay.
So it was all of them. So when you do your music, do you write it or do you freestyle it?
Both.
Both?
So my process, it's like if I'm stuck on something, then I definitely have to write. But if I hear a beat and like something just starts to, it doesn't even have to be anything. Just if anything like starts to, then I just hit record on my phone. I got my iPad, play the beat, So then I just keep, going over it and over and over until I start to, form up what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And then, so, if that goes, how I'm thinking about it, then I just put it in a note, and then I go back and, I, start the writing process, making everything what it should be.
Okay. Yeah. Do you go to a studio or do you have your own studio? Or how do you typically record?
I go to a studio. I go back home to Bay City.
Okay.
And then I go like a 30-minute drive to Warden.
Okay.
And then, make the magic happen.
Yeah.
Make that magic happen, man.
Nice. So do you typically record like several versions of a song or do you just do like one?
Just one.
Just one?
Just
okay.
one. See, the thing about Big Heart is I recorded that with my little cousin.
Okay.
But like he's on a scholarship at Sam Houston,
nice,
so
nice.
at that time, the guy who we recorded it with, it was cool. It was good. I just feel like it was missing something.
Yeah.
So I just always told myself, when I get the chance, I'm going to redo it. So eventually I got the chance.
Yeah.
Went in with my the new engineer, got it down, and I'm pleased.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we were talking about before they came in.
Yes, sir.
That was a really good jump.
Yeah.
Dope. So yeah, getting back into it, Kanye West. How do you feel about his moves lately?
Man,
he's still going.
He's going, bro.
I love it.
He's riding it, man.
If you ask me,
he riding the Holy Ghost right now.
I mean, is it fucked up or like it started to look crazy? But I mean,
how?
It's like they're talking like you tried to shit on him saying that he was that he sold tickets for $500. You dropped that.
I did not say that. I said that he didn't read the article, and they shouldn't be saying that because he's not selling tickets; they're free. People are reselling it.
He did drop like clickbait.
Yeah, he dropped some clickbait.
I'd agree with you.
Yeah,
because when I was like, I agree with Jeannie. I agree with Jeannie.
But how's it clickbait if I posted it was free?
But you said that after the fact.
I said it was free before.
All right.
Yeah, go back and look.
Yeah, we could say that. I'm just saying, like, you threw that out there.
Yeah.
Like, you threw it out there like, oh,
I assumed y'all.
Hey guys, eat
I
this one up.
y'all were up to date with Kanye.
I thought you was on your Diablo shit.
I'm sorry.
But yeah,
but why is he getting backlash for that? Like there's a lot of comments and like on the articles on it that he's getting backlash for that.
Kanye?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you could go to like a little church in Mississippi. I mean, you could go anywhere, but like, it just seems like it's kind of a stunt a little bit,
No, well, he's getting backlash for like the resale prices.
He could stop that.
How?
Pray?
No, but I hear what you're saying though. Like you could be going anywhere if you really just spreading gospel. You can go anywhere, but you're going to one of the biggest markets.
Yeah, one of the biggest churches with the biggest locks. Like, bro, like get in there. Yeah. Why are you there?
I was in Houston like recently doing and driving by that church in that area is just like.
Is it like a fortress?
I mean, it's not like it's not welcoming.
Is it strongly gated?
It's not strongly gated. It's very open, but it's just it's tucked right off the highway.
Yeah, they say it used to be an old stadium.
What church?
Osteen.
Oh man,
yeah,
that don't that. I know what you're talking
about. It holds
about.
I don't even know how much it holds, but it holds a lot of people. Like,
it's huge, dog.
A lot of money.
It's huge.
Yeah. So how do you feel about him doing the prison one? The Sunday service in prison.
Oh, yeah. I like that one.
Yeah.
That was
cool.
I was actually saying that I actually watched that video before I went to bed last night.
Yeah.
I was like, hey,
there's a video.
Kanye.
I didn't see the video.
Yeah, there's a video. I was like, Kanye's cool for that.
I saw the pictures. Like, I like to look at stuff. Yeah. There's like the two tape lines.
Yeah.
So do they can't pass it?
They can't go past that tape. Yeah, nah.
It was like
it
was the spirit.
He tiptoeing on that line.
Yeah, they were very close.
I mean, but he knew. You know, I mean, it's. Even though he's in prison, he's gonna, Kanye being Kanye, he's gonna try to treat it like a performance. Still, he doesn't want to make them feel like they're less than or left out. I mean, which is cool, because I don't know how many guards they had or inmates. You don't want to, you don't want to rub them the wrong way. Anything can be anything. So,
but it's crazy how he doesn't get a lot of credit that he's getting for doing something like that. Obviously, he's but then people question the Joel Osteen move. Like,
I think it's neck and neck. Yeah. I'm seeing the church thing. The prison thing a lot now. It's like popping up on my feed.
I mean, but it took time to pop up compared to Joel Osteen. As soon as he announced it, that went everywhere fast, like memes and everything.
To each his own, I guess. And then we got Drake getting booed off for being a martyr. For being a martyr, like what?
The scapegoat.
Yeah, like okay.
My opinion, hey, you win some, you lose some, man. Drake been on top for.
Like, was it a loss though? Like, what happened, Roy?
Let him finish, bro.
I mean, it's cool. It's really not a loss at the end of the day because it's Drake. You know what I'm saying? It don't. You know what I mean? Drake can make a bad song and his fans gonna make it to a way that's the best song
really
out of some way. Like there's no way around it. I mean, but hey, he worked hard for that shit. So it is what it is, man.
Yeah, it's a great point that doesn't matter what Drake does. He has that following. It's gonna be a hit or whatever it is. But Tyler Creator's like fan base is completely different than Drake's.
So
fan
you
base.
feel like he got booed off the stage for being trash? Like they just didn't like him?
I feel like they didn't want him. They wanted Frank Ocean.
Do you feel like if his time was up and he just left and didn't come back?
Answer the dude.
You just answered him.
You answered me. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What was your question?
What's up?
As I was saying.
There go them hands.
Yeah.
It's gonna get hot in this bitch, man.
So do you
They just
feel?
love Drake. That's why.
Here we go.
I
I'm the only one that's not
he,
like.
he
I
defensive.
don't
running.
like.
He's
I don't like Drake
he's
either, bro.
running.
I agree with you. I don't like.
I mean,
Drake,
he's
Drake
good,
either.
but they have him on his pedestal.
You know what I'm saying?
and shit.
He got on
They
his
have him
feet
up here and shit.
Nah.
All right, let's go. What's your question?
For real
This is what Jose wanted.
For real, this
running.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody's attacking you, Roy.
Yeah,
Let's
you-
go. Relax,
Because we already did this in the chat. We
Why
did
are
this
you
in the
running?
chat.
Roy. Calm
I'm waiting
down.
for him to ask the question.
All right,
His Captain
so-
America shield up right now.
Do you feel like he would have got booed had he just performed his time and never came back on stage?
Yes.
But he didn't.
He was the guest. Wasn't he the guest artist?
Yeah.
And when he came on
Surprise, though,
stage,
like,
the surprise guest artist. And when he came on stage instead of Frank, that's when they booed him because they didn't want him anymore.
But you're missing my question. So had he performed his time slot and didn't come back, like he left stage and didn't come back, would he have gotten booed?
No,
Oh, okay.
So they didn't boo him.
they booed him.
they
They
booed
didn't
him-
want him at that point.
They booed him for
They did
being
not
a martyr.
want him.
They booed him for
They
sacrificing
did not
himself.
want him. They wanted Frank.
He got booed for doing damage control.
Yeah.
So
Can we
y'all,
agree on this?
but hold on,
I
y'all
was
don't
like, who
think.
can we send out
But
here
look,
to?
do you think Drake's at the same status as he was 5 years ago with
Yeah.
I think he's higher.
across all generations?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Absolutely.
The younger generation, you
For,
think
like,
they
the
fuck
baby
with Drake?
boomers?
Asking, is he good? Yes. What are you talking
Roy.
about? Is he
Nah.
the best right now?
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't fuck with Drake.
Nah,
More like
Ooh.
that.
I don't think
the
he's
younger people.
the
no.
best. I personally don't agree with Drake being the best. Hell no.
Like his
You can
last
miss me with
album
that.
is like his second highest grossing
It's
album.
what like he said. Drake's gonna drop and he has the following. It's gonna be number one no matter what.
So what are we talking about?
Right.
It's just that he's not
See,
where he
it-
was 5 years ago.
It's a difference.
not
It's a
good?
difference
Yeah.
when the artist is pushing out the content, bringing the content, and I mean, to me, like if you make something ass, bro, that shit ass.
Yeah.
But when you got his
Is it-
type of status with his fan base and his like
Yeah, you can do an ass
regardless,
song and
you
it'll
can't
still hit.
lose.
So you
It's
his-
good though.
So
his-
you're discrediting him for making a fan
Nope.
out of people?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I'm just
you
saying
can't
that-
discredit a man for not now nothing that he
Yeah.
he worked for.
I'm
What
saying
I'm
he's
saying
not
is,
where he was 5 years ago. He's not.
What does
he's
that
not
mean?
followed by that many people like the younger
Yes, he
generation.
is.
I feel like he's better than what he was
Yes.
I mean,
Nah.
but you know,
Music wise, you think? I mean, do you think he still has that level of creativity and all that
You
up
keep
there?
asking that same
Well,
question.
well, see me, my favorite albums by Drake is like, you know, Take Care, Thank Me Later, you know, like that old, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, nowadays, you know, I don't know. My personal opinion, I kind of feel like he's industry. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
What does that mean? Though?
Yeah, like after,
what does that mean? He's playing a role. You know,
Like,
is that really
like-
is that Drake's persona? How he carries himself? Is that really Drake? You know what I mean? Like,
That's-
well, I don't know.
That's like saying, do you think Future's industry plant or like industry?
Well, kind of.
Because he literally said he don't touch lean or do any of those Percocets that he raps about.
Right.
But he's still rapping about it. He has not changed his sound.
I mean, if the facts are there, you call it what it is. I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
don't beat around the bush with it. I mean, shit, yeah.
just saying, like,
If that's
yeah.
what he said out his own mouth, then
I mean,
yeah, he's an
I
industry
mean,
cat too.
Drake doesn't really rap about that stuff. He raps about what's going on in his life. If he's in Jamaica, we're getting Jersey Marley. I mean,
Yeah,
I
you know
don't
what I mean?
know.
Like,
He's living his truth.
He just bring it. Yeah, Drake living his truth. Man.
I mean,
Like,
I
how can
can't-
you be mad
And
at
he
that?
wasn't
I'm
living the truth with his kid,
not
but
mad
okay.
at him. I'm not hating on him. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just, you know, Drake is Drake, and
Nah.
at the end of the day, you know, regardless what move Drake make, you know what I'm saying? He's always gonna have people who's against it. He's always gonna have people who's for it. I mean,
That's
Right.
true.
that's just anybody. That's life. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean? So
Do you think he should have showed the world his kid?
as a man,
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you
Yeah.
Think, you think that's bad parenting by not showing the world pictures of your children?
I mean, you got to think about it. I mean, you see how big Drake is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now you have a son. You know, like he already has that like that stipulation. Like, you have to be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like with any other famous person's son. Especially with someone that's football, basketball.
Yeah, so you feel
your
like
kid
they-
has to.
But
I feel like they have to show you. Like,
no,
how-
but he could have did what some artists. I mean, some
So you're
like
telling
famous
him
people
what he
do.
should do with his
Where
Yeah,
they,
like-
where
Oh,
they
no, I'm
announce it,
definitely not.
But they don't like show pictures and
Do you
all
think
that.
that's
They
dad
announce it.
bashing by saying, "Hey, you should have showed us your child"?
like my son-
Acknowledge him.
My
Acknowledge
son,
him.
Why?
My son literally just had a birthday, and I mean, I didn't put it all on Facebook or anything.
It was
like
on
that.
Snap.
Like,
I saw it.
did I put it on Snap?
Yeah, you did.
I didn't see it
Maybe
on
I
Snap.
did, but
Okay,
I
so,
didn't
I
put
mean-
it. I didn't put it on Instagram. I didn't put it on Facebook. Why? Like, it doesn't make me a bad parent.
I mean,
No, it
had a good
doesn't.
time
Your
when I had a good
privacy
time.
is your
Yeah.
privacy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you
it's
have
like a
all
privacy
rights
thing.
to it. But hey, some people would like to see. Hey,
Yeah,
I mean, what's
all I'm
up?
saying
We're
is
saying
Show me
is
your
you
kid, bro.
can't be dad
Acknowledge it.
bashing somebody because they're
Acknowledge
not posting pictures of their child.
I'm saying
Yeah.
acknowledge it. That's it.
Why?
For what? For who?
Who do y'all think won
Because
that
this shit will come back and
little?
get him like it
You know
did.
what I mean?
Everybody that need to know knows. Like,
I feel like if he brings his child out, then people will be like, "Oh, you're just doing that to make money off of him," a la Pusha T and his T. Like, come on, bro.
So who do y'all think won
I
that
got
little
Drake.
back and forth?
I got
Pusha
Drake.
T. Pusha T.
Pusha or Drizzy?
I feel like Drake.
I got Drake.
Yeah.
They just ride Drake.
I
bro.
feel like it was 50-50.
Why? You ride Pusher.
I
Like,
feel like
what?
it was like a 50-50
That
thing.
doesn't make
You know what I'm
sense.
saying?
Pusha T won, bro.
How?
Easy.
How?
He
Drake had a-
he dropped
Drake,
facts.
Drake didn't even respond with the song. He had to respond with the statement from his publicist.
Okay.
You
Like,
didn't think he responded
Pusha
with
T won.
Scorpion? Like, you don't think he went into the album? He went the whole Scorpion album. He was taking shots at Pusha
All right.
T.
So keeping that same logic, who won, Drake or Meek Mill?
Hey,
Drake.
Meek.
Okay.
Nah, I ain't gonna bullshit or beat around the bush.
Drake beat.
Drake got him, but I'll still pick Meek Mill over Drake any day. I don't care
But
what
why
nobody
though?
say.
He's showing these people that he's a better rapper than them. Like when they try to go at him, he's.
Yeah.
I mean, I rather
showing
listen.
you that you
I rather
can't
listen
do
to
this.
Mick,
Yeah.
Meek all day.
And then you say, "Oh, it's
But
because of his
between
fan
that
base."
too, yeah.
Yeah.
I built that fan base off of these bars that I'm
Oh,
beating
no.
you up with. Like,
I don't know,
I
but
don't
yeah,
beat a pusher, but okay.
I think we've settled
okay,
this.
so if Pusha T dropped an out like a trash song right now, is it gonna blow up like a trash Drake song?
he doesn't have the
nah.
following
Hell
as Drake.
nah.
It's simple.
What does that mean though?
he don't know.
It means he doesn't have the following like Drake does.
You mean that a lot
A lot of people don't listen to Pusha like they
A lot of
listen
people
to
don't like
Drake.
his
So
music.
he doesn't-
Pusher is not like radio friendly like Drake like that.
Okay. I feel like you can make anybody radio friendly. Lil Wayne gets on the radio. He say some
Well, we know me
unradio
and Lil
friendly
Wayne,
shit.
so we don't want to go there.
So do you
Okay.
think Lil Wayne's radio friendly?
He can be when he wants.
Oh, this
He
guy.
can be when he wants.
So Pusha T can't be radio friendly. He doesn't have that.
Kanye made him.
And
Kanye
that-
made him radio
that's-
friendly.
No, answer the
Kanye made
question.
him radio friendly.
And that's
What
why
do you
his
Nah,
fan base
that's
is so
not-
small.
Oh
But that's
my
not
God.
Pusher. That's not Pusher. No, I'm gonna say no.
So he doesn't have the availability or the ability to go and make a radio song.
Radio up. No.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's not a top
He's
tier
one
rapper.
dimensional. So and
He's
that's
a one trick pony.
and that's why that's why he can't drop a trash song. He doesn't have the room for it.
You know, but he's
No
good.
margin for error.
But he's good at.
He knows what he does.
He's good at investigating journalism, isn't he? Old chap.
Hey, you do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Tell me what you know.
You saying he won the battle based off of Drake has a son he not telling us about. What?
There's more than
And-
that in there.
He's a bad dad. Okay.
He paid one of his child support rent. You know
He
what I'm
missed
saying?
the payment.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
he
Like,
was
what are
late
you
on
doing?
the payment. Like,
All right. Anyway, switching over to spots. Cowboys. How y'all feel about them now? Any changes?
oh man, look.
He say, ooh,
Back, man.
You like the Texans, right?
yeah.
That's his team.
So Cowboys, like right now, it's tough because when you
It's tough.
early on, man, it was like, man,
It's hard to put your thoughts together when you're a fan like that, man.
He's having a coming to Jesus moment with his team.
Okay.
Nah, because in our division we can still get it.
I was
Right. But you think about it in the division, like once you get into the playoffs, that's outside of the division. Like, do you really just
Yeah.
want to see them get in there and then get smashed? And you know what I'm saying?
Definitely
Wild card.
not.
But the thing is with the Cowboys, you don't know which team's showing up because when they show up, they're good. You know that.
Yeah, they show up against nobodies at this point.
I mean, today
I personally hate
I mean,
Dallas.
they're gonna beat. I think they're gonna beat Detroit today.
Why do you hate Dallas though? That's good.
Me?
the fans.
Well, see, me personally, I didn't like the Tony Romo era. You know,
Why?
when
Oh, wow.
Why?
I mean, even though he was a great quarterback, I just feel like he had a lot of fuck ups in like important moments. Like I feel like he always fucked up.
You'll probably be playing Seattle in your head with the field goal
because I feel like he's like has the most. Isn't it like the all-time leader in fourth quarter comebacks?
Yes.
No, like, he's a baller.
Yeah,
no cap. He's a baller, but he's still. I mean, nobody's perfect.
Right,
but I just feel like
But he couldn't do it when it counts. That's the whole thing. He can do it when it counts.
Did he ever win a ring?
No.
So that shit don't
we all
matter.
That.
Carson Wentz has a ring though.
Nah, but that was by default.
He still has one. He wears it
by default. I mean, but hey, like I said,
Nick Foles got a ring.
Yeah.
He earned it in the playoffs.
Nick Foles earned.
You win playoff. You win playoff games.
Has Tony Romo been in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's never earned a ring.
No.
Yeah, man, get out of here with that shit.
I'm just asking you. What?
Get out of here with that shit.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Not finna disrespect.
Hey,
Tony.
but
my quarterback.
Today,
I need him.
Today we should win, especially since Stafford's out.
Mm-hmm.
We should win, and then Zeke should have a hell of a day today.
Yeah. You got your you got your teams to pick them. Want to jump?
Yeah. You ready?
Well, we weren't there yet, but
okay.
I mean, we got a list here. Why?
Okay.
Why not?
All right, hold
use
up.
the list.
My bad. I didn't know you was going off a list. I was just.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this.
I've been looking. All right.
Did you email me that list?
He posted a screenshot. Got to zoom in. It's blurry and shit.
Do you think Zeke's contract looks premature now?
No.
Or
no.
With his performance?
90 mil?
Nah.
For this?
Let the man eat, man.
Where is he at in the in as far as
I think he's like 8th, right?
8th, top 10?
Is he 8th?
Wow.
8th or 9th?
I don't want to lie to you.
I don't even know. I haven't looked at it, but
Me
top
neither.
10, you think that's bad?
Is he the highest paid?
He just came off a bye week. Like, you looking at those numbers off a bye week. Look at it at the end of the year where we at.
So you think since he's the highest paid, he should be number one in everything?
I think you should play like you earned it. Like, what's the homeboy name? I keep calling him Westbrook. But Russell Wilson. He's playing like an MVP right now. Didn't he just get a new contract? Would you say he's earning that contract right now?
He's earning it, yeah.
Would you say Zeke's earning his contract right now?
Zeke doesn't have that much control over
those are two different positions.
Yeah.
That's what see. He doesn't understand that.
Oh my
God.
God.
Don't understand that.
Okay.
A quarterback, that's your field general.
He has the ball in his hands more.
The running back only does what the coach and the quarterback say.
So the running back has a lot to do with what the defense does too. Like if they stack the box and they give it to him.
When you look at the games where he gets 30+ carries, look at the stats.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll revisit that. Y'all got a good point there.
If you handed me the ball, I'm producing. When you don't hand me the ball, I can't get in the rhythm. I can't get you what you need.
Yeah,
but
true.
He's a dual threat back though. He can run and he can catch.
Yeah.
And you can't deny that when Zeke has a good game, the stats are in our favor to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I appreciate y'all saying that. Do you think he's earning?
he like missed me with that shit. He ain't trying to hear.
Do you think he's earning his contract right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
You do?
Yes.
But
he's outperforming it.
He can always play. He can always play better.
He's earning it.
You see how he fishes for his answer? Like,
he fishes for his answer.
Okay, I'll stop asking.
Like,
you're right.
He has the same question 3 times and they're different ways.
If it's different, is it the same?
Yeah, because you want your answer. You fish till you get your answer.
I'll stop. Y'all right. I don't want to be a dead horse here. No beef. How do y'all feel about Colin Kaepernick trying out for the NFL yesterday?
Let the man play. He earned that shit.
I looked at all the teams that are supposed to be interested. I was like, damn. I don't know if I want to come back.
Is it up or down?
They all like
trash team.
But
hey,
whole thing,
he got to get a start somewhere.
Yeah, if he gets his foot in, then he can get the contract somewhere he wants.
Like if he don't get injured though.
Hey,
that's always
he better run like a slave.
Yeah.
Run, work.
That's a bad term to use. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what shit? I realized seeing a GIF the other day with that. It was the owner of the Cowboys and Zeke.
Yeah,
and
he's like, you better earn it or whatever. Yeah.
You better run like you stole it, motherfucker. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what Cap got to do.
I wonder why they
you
make
get a
that
chance, you got to take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And ball.
Yeah,
no questions.
I mean, anything in life. Yeah, you get a chance. You got to run with it.
Oh well, yeah, true.
Yeah.
They said that they're supposed to drop the footage, right?
Yeah, I seen some like he was throwing some deep balls.
You saw it?
Pause.
You saw the video?
Yeah.
How'd it look?
I mean, it's just like it's an open quarterback. There's no pressure. He's just really just dropping back.
So he's gonna look good then, basically.
Yeah, it was. If you can throw the ball, you can throw the ball. Like, I mean, what are you what are you getting out of that type of workout is what I'm asking. Like,
you see if he still has the arm mechanics. Does he still have the arm strength?
But that his game was more so getting out the, being able to utilize him in the option.
Yes.
Being able to
The read.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. I get you. I mean,
and you're not gonna get that in the open workout. Like,
nah.
He's just throwing the ball to receivers. That's not his. I mean,
right?
Are you saying I'm gonna come back in the league and be a passing quarterback, or I'm gonna come back and do what I was winning at?
Yeah.
He has to go into a system that fits. How because he I don't know if he's been practicing on but
Yeah, they say
he got to start somewhere, and they're gonna build it.
Yeah.
So they're showing you, like, first off, it's crazy like how I'm finna tie these together. Like Harbaugh, like he's doing that with Jackson right now.
Yeah.
Like the same thing that wasn't he his coach when he was in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so he's like showing the league that this style can win again.
Yeah.
And like, so teams that are looking at Kaepernick maybe like, hey, can you still play like how Jackson is over here playing?
I mean, but see, they can't expect him to come out as electric. I mean, you know what I mean? Because
he lost some steps.
Lamar is he's a fresher, and he's been his skills are more sharpened.
Because the way the defense is set up now in today's league, like that style can actually. Yeah, and you can see it can win. It can win right now. Like just having that option where you can have a quarterback and get it down the field. He can take off if he need to. He can kick it to a decent running back. Like, you know what I'm saying? That if the Cowboys can run that option, I mean, that would, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, I feel like that's a style you can win with in the NFL.
Yeah,
and Dak isn't bad either.
Yeah.
I mean, he's to me. I kind of compare Dak and Cam because of the physical nature. Like they're big bruising quarterbacks. But they can throw.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
Cam on the trading block right now.
Injury prone.
Yeah.
Veganism.
Yeah. Veganism. Before we get into Pick'ems, how y'all saw the fight? NFL fight?
Oh yeah,
bro.
Wow. Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
The helmet.
So,
Myles Garrett.
Did Mason Rudolph get fined or anything yet?
I don't think so. I think they victimized him.
It's some bullshit if he don't, bro. Cause
he was pulling on that helmet
the whole time.
And why are you picking on a sleeping giant? Why are you picking on a sleeping giant?
Like he got
Myles Garrett big as
hell. Everyone just remembers.
Get it off though.
Everyone just remembers the helmet hit though. That's it.
He was like, "Look, hey, let me show you how to get this helmet off." He snatched his whole ass up.
Like I feel. Do you watch the Max Kellerman debate?
I did not know.
He was on the side of what's his name, homeboy?
Rudolph or the other one?
The other guy.
Garrett.
Yeah, he was on his side because he was like he wouldn't have got boinked had he was not like pushing up against him, and everybody was like, "No, you're wrong." I agree though. It makes no sense. Like Mr. Rudolph shouldn't have been in that predicament,
Yeah.
But Garrett shouldn't have swung the helmet.
True. But see, my defense on that is I would have told him I was trying to give him his helmet back because they were trying to separate it. So instead of, and I couldn't get close enough to hand it to him, so I tossed it, and it happened to hit him in the face.
It was a point.
I'm sorry.
Good. Yeah, you need to be his lawyer.
Yeah. You feel? Look, my apologies, but it happens, bro. You feel
me?
You
need to be his PR guy. Like, hey, get him out there. Tell him what happened.
I think this is what happened.
I think Rudolph definitely should get suspended too, though.
Yeah.
He was
trying to give his helmet back.
He was clearly a part of the fight.
I like it.
True facts,
Yeah. I don't know. All right, so what we got on Pick'ems, Roy?
All right,
you want to get in on these Pick'ems?
What's that?
Cool.
Hold up. So we got New England Patriots versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Pats just came off a loss to Baltimore, and the Eagles are tied with Dallas in the NFC East. So Eagles need the win. And Pat's got a lot of backlash last week.
Well, he give you this whole backstory, like, bro, just
no, because it adds to the Pick'em. What do you got?
Oh, you trying to make a lore? You trying to make an origin story?
Yeah,
shit, man.
Damn, Roy. It's my time. Right. I gotta come with something.
All right, so based off your origin story, and
I'm gonna take the Eagles though.
I got the Patriots.
You got the Patriots.
Why you do that?
Because it's important to know. What do you got?
Was it
Pats versus
Did you write that
Eagles?
down?
The bullet points.
Ooh, Pats versus Eagles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run with the Pats, man.
You run with the Pats?
You can doubt Brady, but Brady gonna show up, man.
What do you think about Brady playing to 48?
Till 48?
That's what he said.
He need to hang. If
say that,
if Tom Brady don't win the Super Bowl this year, wrap that shit up.
Yeah.
Big Ben, if you ever get a hold of this,
Wrap that
if
shit
you
up.
don't win a Super Bowl this year, wrap that shit
Well,
up.
Pickens not even playing. Is he coming back this year?
Did he really say that though? Was it in their interview or was that just some like Facebook tweet?
Nah, he said it with something with his trainer, the way they train in the offseason.
Like, yeah, I'm ready. I could go to 49. Hot take. Like, did he really say that? Like, seriously? Because he said 45, right?
Yeah,
He can't keep
45.
pushing the number.
He's just
Shit,
going as
give
his
me-
body, I guess. I don't know.
Give me 3 more. Give me 3 more.
Wow.
All right, Houston Texans versus Baltimore
Hey.
Ravens. That's a good quarterback matchup.
Let's go.
What's the story behind that one, Roy?
It's a good quarterback matchup.
Okay.
Watson versus Jackson. And we call it I think Watson's going to get sacked a lot. I mean, their offensive line is ranked like 11.
Yeah.
Compared to Baltimore, they're ranked like 6. That's what allows Jackson to kind of play the field more.
What's gonna help us out is if we can get enough pressure on Jackson, but we have to be able to contain him. If we allow him to scramble and do his thing,
Yeah.
but he's gonna do his thing. You know what I'm saying? But
Ravens.
they definitely have to find a way to keep the pressure on him,
Yeah.
contain him, and actually wrap up. You know what I mean? Don't try to get no big hits on no shifty guy like that. You know, because he thrives off of things like that. You know,
Who came in for what? Like who's on that side now? Like with JJ Watt being out, like I really feel like that the Ravens are finna come in there and impose their will running the ball against that team right now. The Houston Texans they really haven't stopped the run all year. I got the Ravens, man. Like Houston Texans defense is too soft.
JJ Watt hurt every year?
Yeah.
I don't know what be going on with
He's
my dog,
a big
bro.
guy, though.
Like every
He gonna
year,
ball though. We gonna get the dub.
That's
He
crazy.
gonna ball.
But every year
They
he's
put
making
him
a
up-
comeback
Yeah.
from his injury. Like
Is
every
he on
year.
injury reserve still?
I think he's done for the season.
Bro, that's
torn
every
pectoral.
year.
Oh yeah.
Every year.
That
Nah.
hurts.
It's
I'm
all
gonna
good.
take Baltimore.
Now it's a building phase for us. Now we see what we got, what we looking forward to next. You know, so all they they have to do is look at the missing pieces and try
That
to piece
sucks
it,
to
bro.
be in a building phase when like you want to do that in like Watson's rookie year, but now he's in the year for a little bit. I mean, in the league a little bit. You want to be established because he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, and we don't want to lose him.
Who you got?
I'm not picking.
Why?
Why? Oh, yeah.
It's a good question. So we've been doing pick'ems for a while now.
Okay.
I had all 4. I was undefeated.
That was
the
only
first.
first week.
Go ahead, Ray.
Go ahead.
That was me. So I was undefeated, right? And
He
then
won't get that out of his head. The first
some
week.
couple of weeks went by and some numbers got shifted around. Roy was the only one writing them down, handwriting. He'd send it with his pigeons, and somehow I ended up last on the pick'ems, but Roy was first.
Did you forget
So
like
he just feel like it's some fuckery going on.
Nah, I feel you.
You remember
The
like 2
numbers
weeks
is
later,
funny.
you were like
Fixed
0 and
numbers.
4. You
I
were like
don't-
0
fixed
and
numbers.
4.
I don't remember 2 weeks later. All I remember was
You don't remember the 0 and 4. You remember the 4 and 0.
You see, I mean, I'm
you
all
didn't get
for
any
it, but
points.
it's 0 and 4 to him. I mean,
My man was, you
so
was in last place to first place. all
I'm
of a
just
sudden.
saying he
He's
wrote it
like,
with a
all right,
pencil.
all right.
Yeah.
He
All
wrote
right.
it with a pencil.
All right, y'all. I
No,
got
it
the
was with
numbers
pen
in.
though.
Looks like I'm
I don't
winning.
carry a pencil.
His eraser looked used.
don't make
All I'm
mistakes.
saying, I don't know.
I don't make
All right.
mistakes.
So the next game is Cowboys versus the Lions.
Oh man, I got the Cowboys. That's gonna be an easy one too. That's
Yeah.
one of those.
Don't say that.
I don't know.
I know you shouldn't say that, right? That's hard to say, but it's one of those teams that's not making the playoffs, and that's who we've been beating lately. So hey,
You think
yeah.
Cowboys gonna make the playoffs?
I think the
Yeah,
Lions
they're gonna win the
get 'em.
division.
That's okay. Cool.
You have when you win your division,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
win,
I
and we
got
have the
you.
best division record.
Yo,
Patriots
tied
gonna,
right now though.
Patriots are gonna beat the
Yeah.
Eagles today.
Well, we have the
Yeah.
tiebreaker, but we have the same record. We have the tiebreaker with the division wins.
Okay.
Who you got?
I say Detroit, man. Shout out
Yeah.
to my kinfolk, Quandre Diggs.
Watch him win, like bro. Don't say it's easy. Anyway.
I'm gonna take Cowboys.
It's 12
It's
o'clock
even-
early game too.
Yeah.
Get it over with, go home.
I think this is gonna be a better game than most people think. The Chiefs versus the Chargers.
Get it over with. Okay.
Oh man, Chiefs versus Chargers.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon's been back the last 2 weeks. He's been killing it. They're finally giving him a full workload, and ever since that, he's been really good. What do you think?
I got the Chiefs, man.
Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs. I got Chargers.
Oh,
Chiefs,
That's gonna be my upset.
Because of the backstory, because Melvin Gordon's
Yeah.
having a good comeback. He's so
You
inspired.
need that to pick a. He's actually had what 20 plus carries in the last 2 weeks, 3
man.
touchdowns.
I don't know, man.
It's
I got.
okay.
I
That's
just,
okay.
I just see the way the Chiefs been handling people, and it's just like. why
But
would
how
you
they've been
pick
handling? They
against them?
started what 5-0, and now they're 6-4. So what have they done the last 4 weeks?
I mean, you see
They
my-
started 5-0.
Yeah, now they're 6-4.
Shit.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Goddamn.
Some games went by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, how did?
So have they really been handling
Supposed to make
people?
me mad again.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
4
won their
losses.
last
I
one.
mean, that's not bad.
Well, I mean, you started at 5-0. Now you're 6-4.
What you want?
Hey, man,
People lose.
You ain't
How
nobody
many-
perfect.
How
man.
many games did my man sit out?
What,
The
one?
star quarterback?
One?
Yeah, one game. So I mean, that could
Okay.
that 6-4 can easily be 7-3.
That's the one game they won.
Hey,
All right,
That's
so,
it.
All right, cool. Thanks, Roy. All right, before we get into NBA, talk a little bit more about your music and stuff. Have you performed any like any events yet or anything yet? Are you still building up to that?
I'm still working on it.
Okay.
You know, this is like my first podcast. You know, but like as far as like, you know, trying to, you know, get opportunities to perform, you know, I do, you know, search like open mic events and things. You know, I'm just in my research phase, you know, before I finally dive in and commit to, you know, displaying my talent.
you think you put them on with JD and them? Maybe they could, you know what I'm saying, try
Yeah.
to get them into a festival or something like that.
I can put them in contact.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Much love, respect, man.
And then other than like your sound when you're talking about like relationships and stuff, do you have any other songs as well on top of that, or have you branched out yet?
Well, actually, like right now, I'm working on my 11th mixtape.
Oh, nice.
So right now on my phone, I have 10 mixtapes.
Okay.
10 songs on each mixtape.
That's a lot of songs.
Yeah.
So you know, like I'm always writing. You know, and like, because honestly, any moment can be any moment. So, you know, I just want to make sure, like, okay, if I'm going to put eggs into this basket, do I have enough eggs, you know, to spread around? And I personally feel like, you know, 10 songs, 10 mixtapes, 100 songs, and I'm still working and writing, you know. So by the time I finally, you know, be flying through the door, you know, I'm pushing to, you know, have a whole bunch of songs, you know, ready to go.
It just take that one song. Once that one song pop, you know what I'm saying, and you kind of find that your niche, like the fan base, and you know what I'm saying, and it seems like you going with that, like you say, there's a lot of pain in your music, and that's actually something that's, I mean, a lot of the artists are doing now, like
it's like genuine though. It's not like a. Yeah, it's genuine, you know.
Right, but I'm saying that's actually a style that's marketable.
Well, I mean, because it's easy, not easy, but it's relatable.
Yeah,
you know, because we all go through shit.
We got
so you know,
appeal, make that connection.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I got, you know, like, you know, where I grew up. You know, I'm from the projects. You know, I'm from the hood. You know what I mean? And you know, you see stuff. You know, people do things. You know, so you know, I got that. You know, that extra, you know, step to the side, you know, when I have to. I mean, but when it's, you know, like me being me, you know, my go-to, you know, since I'm nobody to life, you know, my go-to is that pain. You know, like I gotta, you know, kind of, you know, open people up to, you know, what I've been through, you know, my life. So
if you were on the stand like Tekashi 6ix9ine, would you snitch?
that was just out of nowhere, bro.
I like it.
I heard projects and I was like, I got a question.
To be honest, I wouldn't even put myself in that situation.
No.
But to answer your question, But to answer your question,
we hold each other accountable around here.
But to answer your question, I mean, shit, nah. Honestly, I mean, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't snitch.
I wouldn't. I mean, because you just gotta think about it. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, you know, those supposed to be your niggas. They're supposed to ride for you. You're supposed to ride for them. But at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, but at the end of
are they really?
He like, but
you know, at
they
the
kidnapped me.
I mean, look, if you really got all this money that you. Bro, there ain't no way in hell that you can
violate me. Taking my money from me.
Super duper.
It's all on tape. They're taking my money from me. They beating me up.
I had to buy into this gang.
They mad and now people mad at me because I told all these people that are beating me.
All I know is I'm telling them.
That's like being mad at a sex slave for like, you know what I'm saying, like getting out the situation and telling on the person that had her in that situation. Like, come on, like. He was trapped. Like, come on, dog. Like, he was a victim.
Bro, Johnny. He could have handled his shit though.
Yeah,
he could have did something. You know, he's not selfless. He's not selfless.
Man, I'm telling on everybody. All I can tell you, I'm telling on the guard if he give me extra snacks. I'm telling on everybody.
Everybody going down.
I'm trying to get out tomorrow. No,
I just played the night.
I feel them cuffs. Man, this is cold.
He said immediately,
like you there first
expeditiously.
Like, we ain't got to do all this.
You got to get up out of there expeditiously.
Give me 3 binders.
But Johnny, they gonna call you a hoe ass nigga.
No, well,
get me out of here.
I'll be free to defend myself. Man,
they gonna come for you. Will come for me then.
Man,
like,
give me 3 binders.
They coming for me in here. My hair is purple. They coming for me in here. Like,
I'm writing a thesaurus. Nah, bruh. I'm telling on everyone. But I digress. All right, getting into NBA.
We don't normally agree on shit, but like that's like one of those no-brainer, right?
Yeah, I mean
it's a no-brainer.
I'm telling. All right,
we not even really.
All right, back up. All right, you got 60 years in prison.
Nah, I ain't gonna keep capping with you, nigga.
No warm water.
Everybody got to go down, nigga. Fuck all y'all. I ain't even gonna cap with you, bro.
No Dove soap. Like
I try to figure out, but nah, bro. If I was in his situation, bro, y'all definitely, I'm definitely sitting y'all ass. Yeah,
Roy, y'all got. One.
I mean, but in his situation, his baby mom was doing him wrong anyway, so she going down too.
Yeah, I snitched on her too.
Some way, somehow, she gonna end up in the mix. Yeah. You got to go down.
No child support. Sounds like a deal to me.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be out the new year, right?
Speaking of that, my baby mama is on some shit.
Yo, she's selling stamps. Here's the screenshot.
She was getting me set up too.
I'm telling everybody.
Everybody got to go down.
I don't know. All right.
She doing hair out the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's selling drugs.
Yeah. Run up in that thing.
And hair. All right. Switching to NBA. How do y'all feel about the Lakers? Y'all were saying that you got to have 20 games in for the.
No, I'm saying like give the season some time to mature.
Yeah, because the Lakers are number 1 right now
in defense, right? Or just overall?
No, they're above the Clippers if that's what. But
if that's the measuring stick, okay.
But the thing was, I was like, Lakers are looking good. Okay, they're in first place, and then they were like, nah, the season just started.
No, that's not what happened. You said you posted the defensive rankings, and then we said that.
Can I finish?
You're changing what happened.
No, I'm not.
You changing the narrative.
You're changing the narrative. What happened?
Did y'all not say it was early?
After you start talking about the defensive rankings.
But didn't I start with the Lakers being first?
That's not what made his comment.
We're splitting frog teeth.
No, because you're saying it wrong.
So I was like, Lakers is number 1. They were like, the season just started. You got to give.
No,
it
that's
time.
not what
you said. The Clippers are not first place in defense.
And then they were like,
you got to give it time. I was like, how much time? And he was like 20 games.
Quarter season.
I said at least a quarter season, 20 games.
We rounding up. We 8 games out from 20.
Okay, what's up?
So how do you think the Lakers are going to do? Do you think they're going to stay in the top spot? They're going to get bounced? Because you got the Rockets right behind them.
Right. I have the Rockets being number 1 in the West.
And you got the Clippers down there, but you know.
I have the Clippers being number 2, and I had the Lakers being number 3.
Okay.
They just got to keep playing defense, man. Yeah. Because if we look at it, you know, I was just looking at ESPN the other day. They're saying how last year, you know, LeBron's like, you know, defensive efforts were was like 54% versus this year where he's sitting at like, you know, 72-74%. You know, he's looking like, you know, kind of like that Miami Heat LeBron where he's contesting shots. You know, he's making players decide, okay, if you're gonna drive, I'm going to contest you, but if you dish it, I'm going to still be able to get back out to the 3 and contest that too.
Man, they got stats for everything, man.
Yeah.
Like, you give me stats for my effort.
Like, the Lakers
That's important, though.
It is, but like, I
it's
don't know,
the little things.
But it's weird how they, like, get that stat.
You watch the game. The Lakers have more players ranked higher defensively than the Clippers right now.
Okay.
Effort.
I'm just saying.
So you're saying that the Lakers are a better defensive team than the Clippers?
It's looking like it right now, yeah.
Okay. So is like Clippers the one team everyone needs to compare it to, or what?
Yeah, because they're in the same franchise not franchise, but the same house. They're like in the same city. The Clippers were the staple to win this year. So yeah, I mean, who else are you gonna compare them to?
I mean, in the NBA normally you can compare everyone. You normally compare everyone to first place, which is the Lakers.
But going into the season, they were comparing them. And then they had all these players that were supposed to be like ranked top defensively, all this stuff.
And what's the comparison now?
I don't hear it. That's the thing. I hear people
Who's
saying.
number? I mean,
you
really can't. You know,
like we need more games.
If the Lakers are at the top, I mean,
Paul George ain't back yet.
What it
he
is.
just came back and he dropped 37 in 20 minutes.
Did he win?
They won that game. Yeah,
They did.
He has a total of what 70
Did
points
they
in
win that game?
40
Yeah.
minutes.
I could have swore they lost that game because that was a game Kawhi didn't play and they lost.
Nah, they won that game, I believe. Look it up. Pull it up.
What's-
And while you pulling it up, Roy, you said you compare Kevin Love to Paul George. You think they're the
Here
same?
we
Yeah.
go again.
Why? Like,
Before the
how are they the
season.
same player?
I said like the way they do their stats now, they're not going to win
The
anything.
way they do their stats.
like they're not going to win anything. They're not going to win anything. I think like they can't run a team on their own.
You don't think he was running the Pacers when he was like out there competing
But
with
what
LeBron
happened?
James?
What happened when he ran the
lost,
Pacers?
but I'm just saying, like, has Kevin Love made the playoffs?
Yeah, he's made the playoffs by himself.
No, he has. He did not make the playoffs with Minnesota.
Did he? No, he didn't.
Okay, I
Did
just
he?
said
No,
that.
he didn't.
I had to think about it.
So how can you compare those two? Like, Paul George can lead a team. I don't care what
I don't
you're
think
saying,
Paul George can lead a team to victory. No.
I don't. That's not the question. Like, you comparing Paul George to
Oh
Kevin
yeah, they won.
Love.
They won.
I know they did.
Okay.
You told him to check.
He was like, I believe. All right, go ahead.
So how they comparable? That don't make sense to me.
Because I think they're both good players,
Uh-huh.
but they both need help to win.
Oh, okay.
So they're both secondary players,
Yeah.
second options.
Yeah.
That's not half the league.
Not Paul. A lot of people look at Paul George as
That's how you-
as a first option.
That's how you measure a player. Like,
Who
A lot
said
of-
Paul
That's
George
weird.
as a first option?
Yeah.
Where?
When he was in Indiana, and then when he went to Oklahoma.
I don't believe anybody said he was the first option.
Yeah.
Okay,
After
so-
Westbrook, the way he runs his team.
you tripping making that comparison.
Nah.
That's weird.
Do you think that's a good comparison?
Paul George and
Kevin Love? I don't think
I'm
so
not gonna
either.
count with you.
I would definitely think Paul George is more athletic.
You line them up 1-on-1. You gonna see who's the bully.
Obviously,
I mean,
He's
1-on-1. I mean, Paul George is gonna beat Kevin Love 1-on-1.
I mean,
Kevin Love ain't as athletic as Paul George.
Right. He just.
I just said that.
I mean,
He gonna look at him.
he's gonna.
Hey,
Kevin,
off top,
Kevin,
off top, they ain't
he's gonna try to shoot because he's not. I mean, physically, he's not big enough to be a bully in
little
in the paint. He's gonna have to rely on that mid range and that 3-point.
Yeah.
Versus Paul George, you know, I mean, he's not, you know, big, but he's not little either. You know, he's gonna bully his way into the paint.
That was
so.
weird.
Terrible comparison. By the way.
Kawhi versus James Harden. Who's a better player regular season?
Why do you feel like we have to say regular season?
Yeah.
Now, right? Because
Just period. James Harden.
Oh.
Period.
Kawhi is a dog, but James Harden, bro.
Oh.
There's anything that.
So it doesn't matter regular season or playoffs.
I mean,
that
You see that?
No.
I mean, but you gotta. I mean, but you gotta see
Really?
No.
So you're gonna ask him the same question
Who
again?
makes it?
Y'all
Pat, you know,
trash.
in
Who has 2
the,
rings?
in the playoff. I mean, but look,
So
this
rings
is
don't
a new
matter.
Rockets
No,
team.
they
This
don't.
is
Rings
a
don't
new.
matter.
This
They
is
don't.
a new
No.
Rockets team. You know, they got a few stars. You know, but at the end of the day, I mean,
Kawhi went
if you
to
make the
Kawhi went to another country and
took
won.
and got the ship for them.
He went to Canada and won a
Yeah,
championship.
he's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna
All
do
off
this.
of Kawhi.
but look,
Kawhi was the
he wasn't by himself though.
yeah, like Kawhi was the
They
one.
put in work for it, but he didn't do it by
Do you
himself.
think James Harden would have won on that team without Kawhi?
You didn't
on
see
Toronto?
the shot that he made
Yes.
to win the game. That was on
Definitely.
his shoulders.
Definitely.
Did you hear what
Yeah.
he just said? He said James Harden would have
yeah.
won a ring on Toronto
Yeah.
if
I
it was
don't
him
think so.
instead
So
of
do you think
Kawhi.
Anything
No.
James Harden shoots, it goes in.
Yeah, like,
if
what?
you can't stop him from shooting,
He
How's
shoots
that-
100 times.
hey,
And
but
he'll make 89
but if you,
shots.
that's what I'm saying. But
Like,
if
bro,
you can make
he's
75 to
not.
80% of them, you
89%.
good. Your team gonna win.
That's,
He
yo,
just,
No.
he just had a game where he was like 7 for 33.
a game?
He has plenty of games like that.
Yeah.
Doesn't he average like 39
No,
points a game?
he averages
What are we
40.
doing?
He averages 42 points a game. I
Like,
was just looking at that.
Off
What
of
are
how
we
many
doing?
attempts?
What if-
Off how many
What
shots?
are we doing?
If you shoot the ball 100 times and you averaging 50 points, like is
Yeah.
that really efficient?
Do you think Kawhi
No,
drags?
yes or
It's
no?
yes or no?
He
Yeah.
does.
Yes,
he
I do.
How?
because you gotta pass
How?
the ball.
Do you think?
No, wait. How is that efficient?
That's just my opinion.
It's half a
I don't-
point a shot. Like that's not
Who's,
efficient at
who's
all.
stopping him though?
A lot of people. He's
Kawhi.
7.
Is Kawhi guarding him?
I don't think so. Not this early in the season.
Not
this early in the
this
season.
early.
Okay.
Why
We gotta wait till a quarter in the season.
Why
bro.
wouldn't he guard him this?
That doesn't
early in
make
the
sense.
season?
Because right now it's about playoff positioning.
Oh,
Once you
and
get in the playoffs, that's when
vacations
That's when Kawhi shows out. In
pay
the playoffs.
time off and
Yeah, you play me.
day naps.
You pay me to.
So
win
he's a
championships.
situational player.
Yeah.
Then.
You
Kawhi's
pay me to
not
win
that guy.
championships.
Yeah.
He's a situational player.
So do you care
That's
about?
crazy.
So do you care about your regular season record or if you win?
I mean everything. The goal is to win.
Yeah. So do you care if you go into the playoffs?
You're asking him the same
Hold on.
question at
If
different
you
times,
care,
but you
if you
got
go
on me
into
for
the
doing
playoffs,
it. Is he not doing
first,
that right
second,
now?
third, or eighth place.
Hold on.
go
I'm
get
trying
it.
to. I'm trying
Bro,
to.
he
I'm trying to-
answered you. Let him go. Like, dang.
It's because this isn't the way you want it.
You're literally asking him a different way to get your answer.
That's what you do.
You're literally doing it. What are you talking about?
What's happening right now?
What are you doing?
Did he even ask the question?
Yeah.
He didn't let me.
And then he asked it a different way.
Oh.
Do you think Kawhi dragged the
He didn't let
Toronto Raptors to the finals?
I mean, it was a team effort. I mean,
Yeah.
but he definitely stepped up and he showed out. He was a
So-
stud. He was the stud. for
Here's
that
an
team.
easier question: do you think the Raptors would have won that championship without Kawhi?
No.
Okay,
Okay.
Do you think they would have? You think they would have won with Kawhi?
that's a super easy. I mean, that's how
Okay.
you look at it.
Can I ask a different question?
Is that team going to win a championship with me or
Let
without
him
me?
rephrase the question. Hold on.
Who's beating the Warriors without Kevin Durant, without Clay, like all them injured? Who's not beating the Warriors?
Right? Nobody.
Okay. So do you think they would have gotten out of the East if LeBron stayed and they had Kawhi?
Yes.
So what if?
I mean, you just asked the what if, didn't you?
Because we know it's.
We
we're
know
looking,
what if.
We're looking at the
Okay.
Golden State Warriors without those players. And
So
you're
who you
seeing
got,
that
Kawhi or Harden? We digressed.
Okay, you running. You know what I'm saying?
You
Yeah.
talking about me asking a hypothetical, but
Okay.
then you proceeded to ask the hypothetical.
It's not a hypothetical question.
Did it
because
happen?
You see
Did it happen?
the Warriors they have no Curry, they have no
Okay.
KD, and they have no Thompson,
And what
and
place
they're
are they?
getting beat the hell out of. They're in
Okay.
the last place.
So is that a hard team to beat then?
Not without him.
Okay.
But with the same thing with Kawhi though. If they did not have Kawhi over there, you know you're talking about if LeBron was still there, but he
Yeah.
wasn't.
Okay.
How does that make sense? If
It doesn't.
LeBron
Can we
wasn't
move
there?
on?
Like, if Jordan was still on the Bulls, would they be good? Is
I
that
don't
what
know.
you're trying to do
That's
right
a
now?
Good question.
Hey,
So
jeez.
you got Harden. Who do you got?
For original question for regular season, Harden.
Who do you got?
for regular season,
That was his
if you
original
don't- If
question.
you're not worried about winning the championship, Harden.
Yeah.
Like regular,
For regular
season.
season?
Yeah.
All right,
that was
cool.
your question.
Cool. So Carmelo's back in the league.
That was just a weird question.
About time.
Right.
Who's better in the
In the
regular
regular
season?
season. Regular season.
Who is Carmelo? Where
He's
did
on
he
the
go?
Blazers.
Blazers.
Portland.
Portland.
It's
So,
a start,
That's a
Yeah.
good team.
and he gonna ball
Yeah.
too.
I think he is too. Like I think he did the whole like LeBron going to LA the first year was kind of like him taking the season off. He got hurt. I feel like he could have came back, but he took some games off and got healthy over the season, which is what Kawhi is doing and people are bashing him for. But he took some time off. You know, the Lakers lost, and he, you know, for the first time in years, he was able to not play in, you know, the playoffs and everything like that. He got rested up, but like
We're talking about Carmelo, right?
right,
Yeah.
Carmelo is actually he has some time off. He's one of those players who he's been playing hurt for a while, but now that you can insert him into the season right here at the beginning, I think he's going to make an impact on Portland.
You think he's gonna have minute management?
Yeah, absolutely.
What should he play a game like 25?
He's gonna play a lot, I think.
You think he's gonna start?
No.
Why not?
I mean, it depends on. I mean, you can start Melo because he's a dog. He's gonna play. You can win with him. He just has to be consistent.
I mean,
but to
even
answer
if
your
he
question,
starts,
yes,
yeah.
he can be a starter.
I
yes,
think he might get
definitely.
started.
I don't know who.
To me, it
Portland-
doesn't matter. Even if he starts, he won't do more than like 25 minutes a game.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
25, 30 minutes. You know, that's like an average. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's okay.
I look forward to seeing him play. He's not on their roster yet, so I guess he hasn't signed yet. Because I looked it up.
It is a non-guaranteed though. So
He's not on there yet. All right, so before we wrap up, Kodak Black, he home. 3 years, 8 months in prison for lying about his criminal record while trying to buy 2 pistols.
street nigga, and he not telling on nobody. He taking all 800 years.
What?
Oh,
He did
800
that?
years.
So what
wait,
you
so-
snitching
so-
on when you filled out the paperwork?
I think what he say? He was drugged and
He said he gave me one gun. I was like, shoot, let me go back in here and try this again.
Like, what are you doing?
He should have just took that first one and went the hell home with then.
I don't know, but So it's a Fed case, so they say you got to serve like 85% of the sentence before you can get out. So
3
he's
years.
not getting out to like 2023.
Day for day.
And he gonna come out buzzing with so much music. He gonna. I mean, it may not be the same.
You're not
I'm
looking
not looking
forward
forward to a Kodak track. I can hold that. Nah, I'm
Kodak
good.
is dope to me though, so that's
Yeah,
why
I fuck with him.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. Do you think he's gonna be like learned his lesson?
Learned his lesson.
Hey.
I don't know the word.
Institutionalized.
Reformed?
Hey,
He'll be the new Gucci in 10
No,
years.
I don't think so.
uh,
He's gonna come
Nah,
out with a six.
I think he will. I think he'll. I mean, because if you really look at it, I mean, he's a very intellectual
He is.
person.
If you listen to his
you know,
music.
You
he
think
just
so?
he's
Have
just
you really
influenced.
listened to his music?
When you have to say really listen, what does that mean?
Like actually listen to the words and not just the beat. Like actually like listen to the words,
Yeah.
break it down,
Yeah.
assess it.
He
like
talks
actually,
about like he
go
talks
hard.
about some shit. Like he gets into it. Like,
Okay.
like that whole "Dying to Live" album. That shit hot.
Yeah.
I listen
He
to the
spoke
next
some
album.
truth on that thing.
Yeah.
He spoke truth.
All I know is when he was in jail, he got into a fight. He grabbed the guard's nuts. Like,
Oh yeah, I don't know
he-
what the hell
he's
that
not
was about.
He's not getting out anytime soon.
Nah,
That's
that's like an extra
he's
3 to
he's-
5 right there.
He's home.
No vacations, like you said.
He got a floor mat outside his jail. And then we got Black Youngster. He's officially a reverend, and he can legally marry people. You a fan of Black Youngster?
I like
I
him.
like him too.
He's one of those rowdy cats. Like
Yeah.
he's like, I mean, but he back it up. So you
Yeah.
know,
Hey.
I like that swag.
He seems like he's a smart guy, you know? You
People-
like Black Youngster?
Not really.
He don't like people that are like
I don't listen to him.
put together well.
I like him. I just don't.
Yeah.
He's
Black
he's
youngsters
not my
put
preference.
together
Put
well.
together.
He does the most
I don't-
ignorant.
When I say put together well, I don't mean like
You don't mean put
literally.
together. You don't mean put
I don't
together.
mean like verbatim. Okay. I mean, you know,
What
like
do you mean?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
he
then
doesn't know what he means.
No,
when
I
he said
don't.
that.
and then to wrap things up,
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Ice Cube, he went to the sermon or the little funeral for Pops,
Yeah.
and then he was talking about why Last Friday ain't coming out. Like, how do
Like,
you?
you're
I
not
feel like
the
that's
reason-
inappropriate.
Yeah.
Bro, give us that shit, man. Drop that. Leave
like-
us off or something.
But like he should
To
have
say it
mentioned
at
it
a
in
funeral.
that like setting. He shouldn't have mentioned it.
well, yeah, true.
He was
I
like,
agree with that.
I really apologize to my friends for not getting the next Friday movie made. It's not my fault. Some dumbass people in Hollywood at New Line Cinema.
Didn't he actually drop their names and everything?
Yeah, like, bro, what are you doing right
telling
now?
He don't care.
He's wilding. Like,
Hey, we
what
all
if-
gotta die.
What if his, you know what I'm saying, his family needed that money or something like that, and he's like, man, it ain't my fault. He ain't got that bread.
it's
that we
already
talking-
made though.
Oh wow.
I don't think you get paid when the movie's like
What
put
the-
out.
well,
You
I
get
think-
paid to be in the movie.
It depends on the contract.
yeah.
He can go off gross.
I think Will Smith's like the only person I know of that did that.
Oh no.
You got to be like up there,
Hmm.
like a Wesley Snipes.
He's still making money off
Blade.
Hey, Blade went hard.
Yeah,
though. I ain't
yeah,
gonna
it
lie.
Except for
All
like
of
the
them.
last one.
Yeah.
But
like,
it's all
hey,
good.
Bake, I got another Blade check in the mail.
Anyway, so before we wrap up, where can people check your music out?
You can always catch me on SoundCloud. Notellin03, Notellin03. And when it pops up, it'll be like a picture of water, like away. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because I'm starting my own trend. You know,
That's what's
so
up. Yeah.
Where'd you get your name from?
just growing up, you know, didn't have mom in the picture. You know, she was off, found love somewhere else. You know, dad locked up 15 years, you know, so just kind of like feeling that sense of like abandonment.
Yeah.
So then, you know, just growing up and just going through, you know, everything that I was going through, you know, I was just like, man, fuck it. I'm nobody to life. And
Yeah.
then, you know, after that, I was like, you know, it just kind of stuck with me.
Yeah. All right.
All right, but I'm just. You said no telling, but he said he would snitch if he was in Tekashi's shoes.
Bros.
Nah, don't try to bring that
Yeah,
back on me.
what's wrong with you?
That's a great. You
He
said you
no
was snitching
telling.
too.
I
You said
know.
you was gonna snitch
Damn
too.
straight I would,
said
but
with
you said no telling. Then you said you not. You said
No
you don't
telling.
snitch.
Nah, stop it, man.
I'm playing with you. All right.
All right,
Yes,
where can
sir.
people check us out at, Roy?
Try to check it out on YouTube. That's where we want
Try
people
to
to check
check-
us out. You know, you can listen to us
Wow.
everywhere, but
Shit.
we want you to go to YouTube
That shit changed, man. Like
because we don't want them in YouTube.
Y'all know where we at.
Yeah.
Bro.
Used to be Anchor, Spotify.
We still there.
Apple iTunes.
We still there, but we want listeners to go to YouTube. Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, we're on Facebook.
Pub Sports. You know what I'm saying? They play us every.
This is what you call a robbery, Roy. You've lost your position.
He's like,
I want people to check us out on YouTube. We're trying to get people there.
Let's go to YouTube.
Yeah,
only.
go to YouTube.
All right. But yeah,
this one here.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
When you check us out, just make sure you turn down the bass and turn up the treble.
Stay alive in the moment, still got my mind made up. You don't wanna see the fuck I'm made.